Hello, it's me, Rosena. I'm going to be singing Love is a Bable. It is composed by Charles Hubert Hastings Perry. He was born in 1848 and passed on in 1918. This is from Robert Jones's second book of songs and airs. The genre is art song. It's sung by, what I've heard on YouTube was Bryn Terfel. Forgive me if I have messed up these name pronunciations. Kathleen Ferrier, Linda Finney. Languages, it's English. It's in the key of E flat to major. The range for a male voice is C2 to E flat 3, and for female C4 to E flat 5. The tessitura, it jumps around. I'm thinking it centers around the male G2 and the female G4 voice parts. I believe it's great for all the voices. I do. But obviously it's going to, this is said to lend itself to a baritone. So maybe if it's a baritone, then maybe more for a mezzo as well. But the character type, it's a character. It is fun. The time signature is 3/8. The tempo is vivace, eighth note equaling 130. All right, so let me start it. This is the accompaniment. And remember, this is not performance level. This is a grading level. I just got this song and I have practiced it a few times over the last 2 days. So that helps me understand what level of a student I would give this song to. All right, so here we go. Love is a Bable, no man is able to say 'tis this or 'tis that. So full of passions, of sundry fashions, 'tis life, I cannot tell what. Love's fair in cradle, foul in table, 'tis either too cold or too hot. An arrant liar, fed by desire, it is, and yet it is not. Love is a fellow, clad oft in yellow, the cankerworm of the mind, a privy mischief, and such a sly thief, no man knows which way to find. See, wrong. I have some wrong notes in there, some wrong rhythms in there. It's not something that you can just pick up unless you are a higher student. Love is a wonder that here and yonder has come into one as to more. A monstrous cheater, every man's debtor, hang him and so let him go. Hang him and so let him go. I probably shouldn't have ended the whole thing just right there in the chest, but that's what I did. So let's grade this together. And once again, don't be shady. Look, I know that's not my best work, but once again, I like to sing through the songs before I give them to a student, because you can look at some sheet music and think, oh, this is simple. But it really isn't when you add on to the other things for this grading system. So the technical issue is being addressed. The problem solving is the question, and then I'm grading it beginning, moderate, advanced, or exceptionally difficult. So the accompaniment support, I felt supportive. It was a supportive accompaniment. I did have to hold my own, and thus, therefore, why some pitches were not completely there, or you heard me humming to get it, because look, I'm a mother of two, a wife, I have a job, my chops are not up to par like they were, say, when I was in college or out of college, when I was constantly singing new music, or when I was in a choir, constantly singing new music. So, hey, I fess up. I fess up. So, characterization, the acting, the appropriate to students' age or life's experience or beneficial to portray. I'd say 15 years old and older. That's what I'd say. The diction, articulation, and language, I feel it's about a 4. I give it a 4 because it does have challenging consonant clusters. At the end, I feel like there was a lot of the D's and the babble, and I enjoy that very much. So it was great, but it is challenging. And the knowledge of the language. There might be a few words, since it's older language English, that need to be looked up if it was a younger singer. The dynamics. This actually had quite a few dynamic markings, which you did not get from me, I don't think, until, I just overdid it. But it was going from piano in the music to mezzo forte, a crescendo, then it went to a piano, forte again, continuing back from piano to forte. So, and then even like a fortissimo. So, and in there, the ebb and flow of the tempo was there as well. So then we have the melismatic phrases. Well, I give this an advanced as well. I give it a 4 because there were some dotted rhythms. There was a little bit of where it was staying in the appoggiatura, maybe. Then we go for the musical considerations. It was through composed. Nothing was repeated, so it was through composed. Then we have the range of the tessitura, the approach of high notes. Was it too big of a range, or did the notes sit comfortably? I think the notes sat comfortably, most definitely, but I do think it jumps around. So your ear needs to be there. Then we have registration. I felt it was just basically chest and head. When I came out there and they did the belt at the end, that was just for fun. Think Florence Foster Johnson. All right, remember? Okay, so which we love you, Florence. May you rest in peace. So then we have respiration. The phrase lengths, challenging or simple. It was simple. They were short. You do need to, as the book states, you do need to figure out where you're going to breathe before you sing the song, because you could get off. And then we're asking about the intervals. Yes, it jumps around. It's not smooth. I gave this in total a score of 37, which for my rubrics, it puts it into the level of right at the cusp of between advanced and exceptionally difficult. All right. But at the very beginning of exceptional, I feel like, if I didn't have everything else going on in my life and I could really focus on this song, I would have had it. But I still, in order to memorize it, in order to really get it into my voice, it would take more. So I don't know. I feel like I'm grading a lot of these songs at a higher level, but that's because I think of Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, How I Want. Those kind of things are simple songs to me. Okay, or any kind of lullaby. Those are more the simple songs that people can listen to and get a grasp of. This kind of song is not one that you can just get and run away with it quickly. You have to get it into your bones to try and get the composer and what the lyrics are saying. So once again, I hope you enjoyed it. And until next time, sing, sing, sing.